Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. So this is something I haven't done in a long time. It's a re-review. So this beer that we're going to review tonight, this was my number one beer of 2023. And it's been just about a year since I reviewed it. What was the beer? Well, it was from Boulevard Brewing out of Kansas City. Proper Pour. Imperial Stout, double aged in Cabernet wine barrels and whiskey barrels. And this is the 2023 vintage. There's no exact bottling date on it. All right, so I pour it into my new Chad's Beer Reviews non-pint glass. Link in the description if you want to get one. And it is, of course, a inky black. Maybe even just call it like really dark brown. And it does get a dark brown, kind of foamy head, not really a frothy head. And you can see and maybe even hear that it kind of dissipates pretty quickly. Only like a slight layer left on there, so I would say this is like very like toasted almonds on this one. Almost a little like butterscotch or maybe even like butter, but it's almost like a fudge, like from like a country store. I don't mean like milk chocolate candy. It's like fudge. It's like different. I mean, like, all that sweetness that I'm smelling is probably, like, the whiskey and, like, the barrel character. As far as, like... And actually, I think, like, maybe a little bit of that could be, like, from the Cabernet, too. Because, like, that adds, like, a fruity quality. Although I wouldn't really say it smells fruity. I mean, maybe kind of, like, a little bit of, like, black currants or something. By the way, for 12.6 ABV, that is, like, a really, really clean nose on there. So... let's see how this holds up 1 year later. Cheers. Wow. Like I said, I don't remember exactly how it tasted last time. I just remember loving it. And off this first sip alone, I'm loving this a lot. Wow, this is on par with like one of the better Bourbon County, like standard vintages. I don't know. Has Bourbon County ever done like a Cabernet or wine version? If somebody knows, let me know in the comments. Yeah, a lot going on with this one. So, kind of reiterating like what I said on the aroma. It's like fudge. It's not milk chocolate candy. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like a rich sweetness, but I think a lot of that is just all from like the bourbon barrel aging, plus like, I mean, you got 12.6 ABV on there. So, I mean, probably a lot of malt went in there to get that ABV up, although I'm sure the barrels added a little bit on that. So, you know, just like this intense dark malt up front, sweet, but like miles from cloying. And then as it's going down, I get like this like lovely, like kind of like a blackcurrant kind of thing. It's very like fruity and like a slight bit of tartness. And I'm going to, you know, chalk a little bit of that up to the Cabernet character. Very woody, very vanilla. I think like that's what I'm getting up front, like the fudgy character. It's like vanilla. Yeah, a little bit of like toasted almond or like, I don't know, I wouldn't call it like nutty, like, you know, like the way like a lot of brown ales are. It's like almost like kind of just almondy. Yeah, like vanilla. I don't know if I would say black or chocolate syrup, but like I said, like a little bit of like a fudgy character on there. And then just like, imagine just kind of like a really melange of like really dark fruit puree. I will say that after a year in the bottle, this still seems pretty well balanced to me. It's not like the hops have like completely vanished. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like especially bitter. Like I know like when KBS is usually fresh off the bottling line, that's like, you know, pretty bitter. Although like a lot of the roastiness has to do with that one. I would not really call this one roasty. This is like this is one of those imperial stouts. It's more on like the fruity side. Although I'm sure the Cabernet barrel has a little bit to do with that as well. Would you be surprised if I said this has like a really thick, viscous mouthfeel? Yeah, this is full-bodied for sure. Very soft. I don't know if I would go as far as say creamy, but it's definitely very smooth. that 12.6, 12.6 ABV has mellowed really, really nicely. I don't remember this being hot when I had it last year. I mean, I will say, like, I have like a little bit of warmth in the throat, but it's like very gentle. Carbonation seems probably a little low on it, which is pretty normal for a big imperial stout like this. Well, what's nice is that even though it's a big beer, lots going on with it, it's not sticky and syrupy, it's not cloying. It's got a little bit of fruit, obviously, like vanilla, chocolate, a little almond in there. This one's still great. There you go. Full 10 out of 10 for the Boulevard Proper Pour. I won't consider this towards the top 10 best of 2024 because it's a re-review. But yeah, it's just nice to know that it held up after a year. I'd say like the only difference that I can really think of is that it's like even smoother than it was. And maybe the hops have dropped a little, but it's still, I mean, maybe it's gone from like a 100 to like a 98, maybe. But either way, it's still awesome. All right, I am rambling. If you watch all the van, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.